Hello everyone, I'm just going to show you the remote I made to be used on my handlebars to control my tablet and my GPS and my music. It uses all my bikes. It's it's a nice mod for me, at least. Of course, it's probably not a replacement for something like CarpeIter, which has the tablets and the very nice buttons that you can place on your handlebar. Because I have a few bikes I ride and I want to use something on all of them, I use a tablet on all of them. I just went ahead and tried to make something. What do you see here? I got this clamp, which is actually the most expensive part of this setup, except of this remote, of course. The clamp, just a little iron board, which I cut to size and of course painted it black. This will fit on all my handlebars quite easily, and it stays on very, very tight, so that's okay. And then the GoPro remote. This enables me to sync all my cameras, so if I press record, all my cameras, the two I have, will start recording at the same time. And then underneath, this is my little remote I'm using. This is actually, I put a link from Amazon in the description. This is actually just a very small game controller, audio controller you can get. And I reconfigured the Android tablet just to use it all. I made it a little bit more waterproof, but this is like very cheap. It's like 10, 11 euros, and it has been through quite a few storms, literally, and it's still working great. And it's another nice gadget to have. So I'm just going to show you how I did it and how it's responding. So let's log in. So I can use it with whatever I want. It's actually just an Android remote now. I can actually go and open applications if I want to, but while on the road, the things I use the most is, of course, with navigation. For instance, if I use it with Locus maps, which I recommend for everyone. It's one of the best GPX reading applications I've found. It's very easy to use. It can have little different tracks and setups. So I can just scroll with one finger if I want to. Maybe if I can just give you more of a focus on the tablet. Okay, yeah. So I can move around, I can just recenter again, up, back in it, and I can zoom out, zoom in, and that's about what I need while on the road and going fast. Very handy, and I really like it. Of course, music works as well. Even next song. So, how did I do it? Try to focus more on the tablet now. Here you go. So right out of the box, you can use this one in media stand. You have a little switch here to change the remote. You can have it as a game controller, which I'm using now as a game controller, or you can have it as a media controller, which will allow you to do a lot of basic things right out of the box, but I'm using it as a game controller now. So if you have a game controller enabled device, Android will just let you navigate already, so that's not a big deal. So what I wanted to do was have Locus Maps recognize my inputs. Cool thing about Locus Maps is that it has the possibility to just do it from the menu. First of all, the settings I'm going to do are not in the normal menu, so you have to keep pressing for a long while, and then you can enable expert settings. So So just press this one. You have Locus Maps Pro, which I'm using. You have also Locus Maps 4, which is a new version. It's just the same. This is just the one I still have installed here. But I also have the 4, which is, it looks even nicer than this one. So when I'm in the settings, in expert settings, I just can go down here and fill in all my settings for centering, rotating, zooming, and all that stuff. So let's see if you can look at that better. Here you go. So if I open one of them, for instance this one, you noticed 3 numbers. I added the last one. So these are all the 3 buttons you can press to zoom out, which will probably be the volumes. So these are the basics. I added the 97 on the back end. If I go to map centering, I added 99. I showed that one already, and zoom in, I added 96. What does that mean? That are the key codes, how they call it, from the remote. So Locus Maps knows which button you pressed and what to do with that button. How are you gonna find out which button has which code? There's an application which is called Button Mapper. So it's, I'm going to zoom out again. Here you go. The application is a Button Mapper from Android. It has a lot of basic functions, good functions to change the buttons and what they do. So what I did was I added buttons. I can press add buttons. I can just press plus. It will ask you to press a button, and I press the button I want. So what did it give me? It gave me the button X, Y, start, A, and B, and all the codes I needed, and 99, 100, 108, 96, 97 to add in Locus Maps. But what it also gave me was the possibility to change every button I want. So for instance, this one doesn't do anything, but the Y button is the one I'm using to change my music. So the Y button is this one here, and I just changed it in this application so I can have one tap is the play, double tap is the next track, and long press is open Spotify for me. All the rest I kept simple. Just one, the start button just goes back to the start button. You also, for people using Zello, you can also have a push to talk button here. I'm just gonna try and zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, well, this is what it is. You can have a Zello button as well. So those 2 applications make it that I can now just have my navigation on all the time, and with just simple presses of the button I can control and go do whatever I need to do. If you were working with the gloves on, it goes out of center sometimes. Zooming in and out is a pain when driving a motorcycle and you're doing normal navigation. Having more volume or less volume is also a pain, so this just works like it should work. So this is my little tutorial. If you have questions, go ahead and ask them. I really love this setup. I use this for everything, and I have so much extra possibilities in every application, ever you want. I could probably fit in this, but one thing to note is only Locus Maps I found really works with all the key codes out of the box. You can have other ones as well, but you have to find out which key codes they use. So you have to have a button mapper to change the key code you press here to the key code the application needs. So this one is just pretty straightforward and is like I said, one of the best tools I ever found for GPX. It also enables import, export all different tracks, offline tracks, and everything you want. So that's it for me. Maybe one thing to note: if you're driving in the rain, just put on the lock, and that will prevent rain from interfering with your GPX. But of course, with the remote, you can still do whatever you want, and that's the big value of this system, of course. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask them.